Hello, this is Dave for That's Us Gaming, and welcome to Dave's Ramblings, where I basically talk your ear off about things I find interesting. Now, today, as a gamer, I am in a very weird place. My main console was the Wii U. I chose that over the Xbox and everything, and to be fair, I loved it. But then something happened, which was basically fuck all was being released, and now it's been completely shafted anyway. So I moved to the Xbox One, and again, a lot of games I wanted to play weren't being released for it, like Street Fighter V. So it was that I decided to buy a Steam machine, specifically a 1TB Alienware Alpha i3 version. Now, the only problem with this was you could only play Linux compatible games on it, and although they have made a lot of strides with companies like Feral Interactive and stuff like that making better Linux support, there's still nowhere near enough for it to be worth the money. So I followed a few guides and I managed to put Windows on it, and I get it to boot straight into big picture mode, so I can just pick up my controller and pretty much use it like a console. And that, my friends, is my problem. I like to use my PC like a console. No browsing, no word processing, just games. Mostly this isn't a problem, but some older games require workarounds, and woe betide anyone who gets asked, what are you running it on, in the help forums. I have been ripped apart just for having a pre-built machine. I have been accused of trolling when I mention that it's a Steam machine. It stinks. People will literally kill you. They will crucify you. They will refuse to help you if you turn around and say, oh, it's a Steam machine, it's a Dell, I bought it. They hate it. And it's this kind of snobbery that makes me worried to say that I mainly play PC, just in case I get grouped into that category. I mean, as soon as you tell somebody that you play PC, people start firing off specs and parts, and I literally have no fucking clue what any of it means. I mainly play PC, and I mainly play it with my controller, not a mouse and keyboard. I don't know the difference between 30 and 60 FPS, and I don't own a 4K TV. So to me, what I have is absolutely perfect. And to be honest with you, I think Valve should be commended, because they really have bridged the gap between console and PC. I think the Steam controller is great. The amount of customizable options that you can use, literally almost any game I can use it with. I like the gyro controls. I find it a lot easier for first-person shooters. And everybody says to me, well, oh, why are you playing first-person shooters with a pad? And it's what I grew up with. I won't play competitively online with them, granted, but I mean, some games, absolutely fine. But yeah, I also now, with the Steam link on the Google Play Store, PC gaming is even more accessible. I have 2 Steam links in the house. I've got one in my bedroom and one in the kitchen, so if the TV in the living room is being used, I've got 2 other TVs. But now that doesn't matter. I was playing Fallout New Vegas the other day on my phone screen. I couldn't believe it. It was great, and it worked absolutely perfectly. There was hardly any dropout or anything. But if people cannot drop the snobbery around computers, then these potential new adopters like myself will be chased away from the platform. I mean, in a console generation of consoles trying to be more like a PC, maybe people will just think, oh, why don't I just go for the real thing? Like I said, the Steam machine is by no means perfect, but with the back catalogue of games on Steam and the sheer amount of devices you can stream to, I'd be surprised if PC wasn't the new console in the next generation. And to be honest, with a better strategy and a Windows-based OS rather than Valve's Linux-based OS, Valve could be a major player in the console market. I really think with the controller they have, the the amount of I think they should just go into the hardware business themselves. Don't just push it off to a third party. I think they should just put their hat in the ring. They've got the Steam platform. Granted, they don't have a lot of EA or things like that, but then there's nothing really stopping them from including Origin or Uplay support on these. And to be perfectly honest with you, the way EA have been going and their releases, it doesn't really seem worth it anyway. I mean, a Battlefield here, that Anthem, the sports titles, it doesn't seem worth it. I hate the fact that I have to have a separate launcher for EA because it just does not seem worth it whatsoever. Same with Ubisoft. Ubisoft has, I think I've got 2 games on there. South Park, which I believe is on Steam anyway, but it was cheaper on there, and Splinter Cell, which I do actually have on Steam, but for some reason it needs Uplay to open, which is ridiculous. But if they could find a way to get these onto Steam, I think Valve would sweep up in the consoles. I mean, it could have controller support, mouse and keyboard, anything like that. Just the back catalogue as well. It would be incredible. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say today, because I've been having trouble running Street Fighter Cross Tekken on my Steam machine, and basically I've just been ripped to fucking shreds in Valve's official forums, places like 4chan and stuff, where I know they're not the best to go to anyway, but people there, they will just tear you apart. It's hard to find a nice community of PC gamers at the moment. And if, to be honest with you, if any of you have any suggestions for groups like this, like, you know, good groups where people don't care what you're running as long as you can run it, you know, that sort of thing. I've mentioned before, when I'm playing Quake Champions, I'm awful. You may have seen one of my live streams. I'm god awful, but there's no animosity, there's no, you know, easy peasy or anything like that. That's the sort of people I wish there were more of out there, but unfortunately the only vocal ones are the ones that just want to bat you down. But yeah, thank you very much for listening. I hope you enjoyed today's topic. Please like, share, subscribe, and I will see you again soon. Bye.